Hello everyone, it's Andre and today we're gonna take a look at the Winchester 1886. And I made this weapon review after the M1911 for a reason. John Morse Browning was the guy that designed this weapon and also made the M1911, and that's why I made this video after the M1911 weapon review. Said that this rifle is very powerful and it's an improved version of the Winchester 1866, which has lower damage but also less recoil than this rifle and less weight. What's really the best thing is that you don't need to aim lower than your target in order to aim correctly like the Winchester 1866. But before we talk about the details of the weapon, let's take a look at this weapon in action against zombies. What I really love about this weapon is the really high damage. It shoots the 45-70 ammunition with a really high caliber, the highest caliber we've seen at the time for the lever action rifles. And you can find it in every town in the holy boxes with the Untitled scope, which is a lot of zoom. Sadly, no zeroing for the scope, but still very good for long range engagements, considering this weapon has more range and more firepower than the previous Winchester. Said that, no, the downside is the really high weight and high recoil, and also the rifle is very loud and you don't have full automatic like an assault rifle. You need to be careful, and I will use it as you see somebody, they are unaware of your presence, you take the shot, you take them out and you leave the area. If you try to engage with somebody on close quarters, if you miss or if you hit the arms or the legs, they're gonna still be able to shoot you and kill you. So being on close quarters with this weapon, it's a little bit of a gamble, but if you are a good shot, you can still try it. And now let's take a look at this weapon in action against players. The Winchester 1886, it's a rare weapon, and despite being rare, I find it very often inside towns in the holy boxes. So if you want to look for this weapon, look in the holy boxes, and you may also find a Untitled scope and the ammunition for this weapon, the 45-70, which is pretty strong, and you can see high damage, high recoil and high weight. It's better than a Winchester 1866 because of the higher damage, because it's easier to aim, but it has a downside, which is the recoil and the weight. But the strongest weapon are always like that. I wouldn't recommend close quarters with this weapon. The best way to use it, in my opinion, it's medium range. You can also put the vintage optics, which are really cool. And that's it for this weapon, guys. I really love the fact that we see all the weapons. I just got my hands on the Tokarev, which is a World War II weapon, Russian ammunition. It's really cool. And let's see you guys in the next weapon review.